Hey, what's up guys? It's Jalen, and welcome to my review of Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. And this one's once again directed by Michael Bay. It stars Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox once again. This review will contain spoilers, so you've been warned. I remember Revenge of the Fallen being highly anticipated by tons of people, and of course I was one of those people at 9 years old. I saw this movie 2 times in theaters, and I thought it was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. But after rewatching it plenty of times, I realize it's not all that good. I say that because I kind of have a soft spot for this movie because I grew up watching it on TV multiple times and stuff whenever I caught it on. And so, yeah, I kind of have a soft spot for it. Now, I did hear some behind the scenes backstories on the making of this movie. Here's what happened. Michael Bay and the producers was they decided to add more stupid humor in the movie. Like bring back Sam's parents and focus a little bit on the Transformers. So he did that again. Here's the plot to Revenge of the Fallen. Sam goes to college and he's drawn back into the battle between the Autobots and Decepticons. When he touches the sliver of the cube, the Allspark from the first movie, he gets weird visions of those symbols in his head. He goes just nuts. He goes nuts, like crazy, like doing all this, overreacting and stuff. That's the plot. The movie opens up with the Autobots and Decepticons fighting, and it switches over to Sam going to college, on his way to college. Sorry about that. And he's accompanied by his parents, and his mom eats a weed brownie. I mean, what a funny scene. Also forgot to mention another behind the scenes backstory when they're making this movie. This movie was actually made really fast because it was some writer strike, something, and it kind of messed up and they kind of had to come up with a plot. And it was actually, I think it was actually supposed to come out like 3 years after the first one, not 2 years though, but that's what I heard. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard though. There's a scene when Sam is in college and he gets seduced by this robot girl who's trying to kill him. And this leads to the epic forest battle scene. Now, probably like my favorite scene in the movie because it's a really big action scene, especially with some Transformers fighting each other, and it's probably the most memorable scene in the whole franchise because, yeah. During the battle, Megatron sneaks up on Optimus and kills him, stabs him. I also thought that was kind of crazy. Like, wait, are they really gonna kill Optimus? Like, seriously? But I figured he'd come back to life, but he's just not in the movie for long because he's dead, and he comes back at the end. After the forest battle scene, we're introduced to John Turturro's character. Now, when it comes to his character, I don't really care for him. I mean, Michael Bay actually brought him back because people enjoyed his humor in the first one. Did you see that? And there's also a scene where he's changing, and they show his butt. Like, oh my God. Like, who said we needed to see that? Like, seriously? One thing I realized about this movie is that how overly sexual it is. You have dogs having sex. You have girls dancing all sexy in college. And you also have a robot humping Megan Fox's leg. Overly sexual. Too much. And don't they know kids are watching this movie? The final battle begins, and then you actually have the Devastators in this movie, and that scene with the Devastators, some really cool shit. Like he's sucking up everything and stuff, and then it was really cool to see. I actually do really like that scene. One thing I realized, the Devastator has some testicles. Michael Bay, what are you doing? That's my reaction. Michael Bay, what are you doing? Anyway, back to the final battle. Sam brings Optimus back to life, and he powers up. You have to have a showdown with Megatron and the Fallen. And of course, Optimus wins. Megatron gets away, and he's gonna be back in the third one. And it's a happy ending. The battle's over. Sam goes back to college. That's Revenge of the Fallen. Now, I don't think this is a good movie, as I said, but I do have some enjoyment watching it. I can forget about the other stuff that Michael Bay put in there for no reason. But I still would watch it sometimes. Okay? That's my take on Revenge of the Fallen. Stay tuned for Dark of the Moon. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Make sure to subscribe. And I'll catch y'all guys next time.